When we were getting ready, I was very relaxed, which I know Stu would be massively surprised about because he thought I'd be flapping and stressed, but I was very calm and chilled. And I didn't feel nervous until we got in the car and I realised actually that we were getting married and it was really happening today.
The day for me started about 5 o'clock when I woke up and I couldn't get back to sleep. So I laid in bed for a couple of hours, Googling sort of my fantasy football team and, and I'm thinking, well, I'll get up now for a cup of tea.
I got up at 6 and then Stuart was up just after and straight away he came and kissed me. He was all excited, beaming from head to toe.
My job was to cook breakfast. We all sat down to have a breakfast because we weren't eating till later on.
And then kind of picked up the flowers. Obviously couldn't see the bride, so got the best man to deliver them in. Run a few errands. Nice breakfast, a bit of a chill. Got dressed.
And then I went up to get ready and I just froze. I was so excited. Once they were ready, the ushers came and then they all walked together to the church.
We followed on in the car. They'd obviously stopped off on the way, I think, for a quick drink.
In the church, nice and relaxed, until probably about 5 minutes to 2 when I was like, Tasha's going to be here in a minute and there's still a few people to come. I started to panic a little bit then, but I knew everything would work out.
We were getting a bit panicky because of the time was getting close and Tasha hadn't arrived. We did notice the car pull in. I felt a bit of relief then.
When I got out of the car, I saw a few of my family members, a couple of the ushers, and a few of the Overton locals who had to come and watch. And that made me start tearing up. I couldn't look at anybody. I had to look on the floor because if I looked at anybody, that's when I was really starting to cry. My friends mocked me for how quickly I walked down the aisle. Just bed down, race down, because I was, I guess, nervous or excited.
When I saw Tasha come down the aisle, of course it was wow. I didn't expect anything less. She looked amazing.
And to see her walk down the aisle and Stuart's face was just a picture.
And through the service I was so emotional. I knew I would be, but I didn't think I'd be as bad as that.
I give you this ring.
As a sign of our marriage.
With my body I honour you.
All that I am, I give to you.
And all that I have, I share with you.
Within the love of God, Father, Son and Holy Spirit. Grandad Eddie, we knew he would do a good one because he always busts out the jokes. But it was really thoughtful.
The groom-to-be was called John and he was a plumber. The bride-to-be was called Florence. John began to have cold feet and he decided he wouldn't go through it, and so he sent her a very brief note. From John the plumber to Florence the hairdresser. Just said, it's all overflow. Oh. Two great gifts from God are memory and hope, and I do hope that Tasha and Stuart have some very happy memories of today.
Wishing you both happiness and wealth, but most importantly, abundance of health.
Just one more wish, allow us to share, love one another with passion and care.
They are now husband and wife.
What I remember mostly about this is the speeches, the two bridesmaids, Stuart's, the best man Gary. You know, I couldn't even compare with them. I know that they will have a lot of happy times together. I'd also just officially like to welcome Tash to the family. In our eyes, she's been part of the family since we first met her. And now I have two splendid daughter-in-laws.
Growing up on the mean streets of Popley, none of our peers or teachers are really hopeful for us for the future. But she's now teaching children, God help them. And it's a day of reaffirming that love very much exists. And it's very much in front of us here amongst friends and family who've come together to celebrate love.
After uni, this is where we met the groom, and I knew straight away this wasn't her doom. Tasha couldn't wait to tell her peers he looks just like that Richard Gere.
We are truly lucky to have you all in our lives.
I know you are.
Now we are obviously officially married. That means Tash is now officially a Man United fan. So she looks the part. You look truly amazing today, and I love you so much, and I'm so happy I married you.
We wasted many an afternoon or evening watching silly game show reruns or quoting our favourite films. On one such occasion, me and Stu had a disagreement on a quote on Robin Hood. Stu said if I was right, he'd eat a hat. After watching it back, it was proven that I was right. Stu still hasn't eaten the hat. So I thought, with all these witnesses here today, he surely can't refuse. There you go. Enjoy.
Tasha and Stuart, we love you both, and we just wish you lots of love and happiness for the future together. We've already got a gorgeous son. We've now got a lovely daughter. We love you both.
I'd just like to wish them both all the happiness for the future, and I know they will be happy forever.
I love her very much. She's very beautiful inside and out, and I know we'll have a really, really happy life together. And I can't wait to share loads of experiences and happy times with her.
I knew I was going to marry you on our first date. I was smitten on our first date, and I'm really happy that we've had such a special day. You're my husband, and I love you now and forever.
Hello.
Stop. Sensible, Stewie.